Thank you for joining me on another wonderful episode of Ecentral, where we touch down some of the biggest entertainment stories on the continent and beyond. Now, there's an update on Medical's court case in Ghana. We've got big out winners from the Future Awards. Outside the continent, Chrissy teigen is telling womb watchers to leave her alone. And I guess the controversy has been going good for Dave Chappelle because he just signed a new deal with Netflix. You are here, I am here, the stories are here, so let's get started. I am Sean Bankole. See you after this. We start off in Ghana, where performer Medical has pleaded guilty to a charge of unlawful display of firearms. The rapper was arrested on the 21st October 2021 for brandishing a Ruger on social media. He was charged before an Accra Circuit Court for the unlawful public display of arms. Now, Medical was convicted after pleading guilty to the charge, which he earlier pleaded not guilty to. The court has subsequently sentenced the rapper to 300 penalty units, which amounts to 3,600 Ghana cedis. In default, he will serve 9 months in prison. Prior pleading guilty, Medical in early January asked the circuit court to order the police to release his gun to him. He was remanded in prison custody for 5 days, after which he was granted a bail worth 100,000 Ghana cedis with one surety. Away from that, it is such a time to be alive as Afrobeat artists are seriously making waves, and I am here for it. Nigeria's Fireboy is definitely not a name you will forget anytime soon, as he gave the world one of the biggest songs of last year, Peru Para. Now, he took it a step further when he collaborated with the red-headed one himself, Ed Sheeran, to give us the Peru remix. And that collaboration is definitely paying off. The remix has reached the top 40 on US pop radio. This comes after the record cracked the US Billboard Hot 100 and got a new remix featuring American artists Blast and 21 Savage. Now, Fireboy is not the only one enjoying right now. Nigerian star and Universal Music Group act Techno has announced his new single, Mufasa. Now, this comes after he finally dropped his debut album, Old Romance. Veteran rapper Olamide, who broke music hearts with the announcement of his last album, is set to drop new music featuring none other than the Black Diamond himself, Wande Cole. Now, this will be Olamide's first non-album single since 2021's single, Rock. Now, that was released as the lead single for his 10th studio album, UI Scooty. For Wande Cole, this will be his first collaboration with Olamide since Who You Wep remix. Also, people have been winning. The 6th edition of the Future Awards Africa has once again recognized young Africans carving out a niche for themselves in different fields. The event put together yearly honors youth between 18 and 31. This year's winners include Tayo Aino, 29, prize for content creation. Temilade Tems Okpeni, 26, winner prize for music. Bimbo Ademoye, 30, got the winner prize for acting. S.I. Ohumu, 26, got the winner prize for journalism. Now, 28-year-old Andre Inyama in Nigeria got the winner prize for Young Person of the Year. And Wisdom Franklin, age 30, got the winner prize for fashion. Congratulations to all the winners for this year. We'll take a short break now, and when we come back, we'll be joined by my special guest for today on Ecentral. Don't touch that dial.
New Central TV, Africa's #1 storyteller, has come with the best of both worlds. With a combination of news app and live TV, we ensure that you keep track of the latest headlines, breaking news, and in-depth analysis from professional journalists from around the continent. Download the New Central TV app on Android and iOS and get started today. Don't forget to follow us on New Central's social media platforms. New Central, Africa first.
You're still watching Ecentral. Now, before I am joined by my guest, let me bring you some stories from the foreign scene. We start with the news of the death of British music entrepreneur Jamal Edwards. Edwards helped launch the careers of artists including Ed Sheeran, Jessie J, and Stormzy. He passed away at the age of 31. The news was confirmed by his mother, broadcaster Brenda Edwards. She said the family was completely devastated as it was the center of their world. Now, Edwards founded the online music channel SBTV as a teenager in 2006, Frustrated that he could not find the kind of music he loved online, he began filming performances by friends in his West London neighborhood, then posting online. ISB TV now has more than 1.2 million subscribers on YouTube and has helped a generation of performers gain national and international attention. Edwards received the Most Excellent Order of the British Empire Award from the Queen in 2014 for services to music. He was also an ambassador for Prince Charles' charity, the Prince's Trust. Many of those who knew him have reacted to his sudden passing. Singer Rita Ora wrote on Instagram, "My first ever interview was with you, Jamal. Our endless talks on music and the belief you had in me and so many of us, even before we believed in ourselves. I am devastated." Also, actor Adam Deacon said he was heartbroken as Jamal was one of the nicest, most down-to-earth and humble men he has met in the industry. Deacon said Jamal always gave him time, even when no one else would. His final words were, he was an inspiration and what he achieved in life was truly remarkable. We're just getting started. Bring it up, sing it back, we know how to party. We lit up, pull up the track. Damn, this beat is naughty. Bring it up, sing it back, we know how to party. Our condolences to his family, loved ones, and fans. Never want to shy away from personal life updates. From the real, the heartbreaking, and the largely hilarious, the topic of this next story is saying stop to even those who mean well. I somehow thought it was only in Africa we had womb watchers, but apparently they are also in the abroad. Yeah, they are there. So here's the gist. Chrissy teigen, wife of Grammy-winning artist John Legend, took to Instagram to share with fans that she is restarting in vitro fertilization IVF again, a year and a half after the loss of her son Jack during pregnancy. On her post, she said, "I wanted to let you guys know I'm balls deep in another IVF cycle to save as many eggs as I possibly can and hopefully make some strong, healthy embryos. I honestly do not mind the shots. They make me feel like a doctor or a chemist, but the bloating is a beep. So I humbly beg you to stop asking if I'm pregnant because while I know it's said with excitement, good intentions, it just kind of sucks to hear because I am the opposite of pregnant." In her message, Chrissy also made her stance on asking individuals if they are pregnant unprompted. But also please stop asking people, anyone, if they are pregnant. I said this in the comments and got yelled at because the internet is wild, but I'd rather be the one to tell you and not some poor woman who will look you in the eyes through tears. And that's how you finally learn. Anyhow, love you. Now, this is not the first time the American author, model, and television personality is undergoing this process, as her children, Luna and Miles, who were 7 and 3 years old, were both conceived through IVF. Last year, in partnership with Fertility Out Loud, Teigen opened up about her fertility journey in the past, including sharing about pregnancy loss, postpartum depression, and her experience. She explained how she hoped sharing hers could help others feel a little bit less alone. Now, moving quickly away from that, it seems no controversy is bad controversy, sha. And cancel culture did not claim another victim. Amen. Glory. This is obvious because controversial comedian David Chappelle is set to host and produce 4 comedy specials focusing on other veterans. Now let's get into some music news. I am happy to say that of his success with Nigeria's Fireboy DML on the Peru remix, Ed Sheeran is riding high. Sheeran did promise that it's such a pop record. The thing is, I can't really tell. I just know it's a feel-good song. But here is an interesting fact. This song is getting its booster shots from the attention it got from their performances at the Brit, as well as Sheeran's little PR announcement in a recent interview. This track is Sheeran's 36th top 10 single and Swift's 18th, I beg your pardon. Our next story features the song that's keeping Sheeran and Swift out of the #1 spot. And yes, still at the top of the UK singles chart is We Don't Talk About Bruno from Disney's Encanto, which extends its lead at the longest-running UK #1 this year with an unbroken 5-week run. Based on sales and streaming data from the first 48 hours on the chart cycle, We Don't Talk About Bruno is poised for a 6th week at the #1 spot, making it the first original Disney number to do so. Now, that's not all. Jessica Darrow's Surface Pressure is still on the chart, while The Family Madrigal is right behind. The Encanto soundtrack is also setting another record by becoming the first animated film soundtrack in UK chart history to simultaneously chart 3 songs in the top 10. Well, let's see if the Encanto soundtrack will do some more magic in the weeks to welcome. It is now time for me to be joined by my special guest on today's episode of Ecentral, and you will get to meet him after this short break.
Ecentral TV, Africa's #1 storyteller, has come with the best of both worlds. With a combination of news app and live TV, we ensure that you keep track of the latest headlines, breaking news, and in-depth analysis from professional journalists from around the continent. Download the Ecentral TV app on Android and iOS and get started today. Don't forget to follow us on Ecentral's social media platforms. Ecentral, Africa First.
You are still watching Ecentral, and finally you get to meet my guest today, who is US-based Afrofusion and high life artist, E-Major. Now his latest song, Malugo, has people dancing on TikTok and is also en route 1 million views on YouTube. Welcome to Ecentral, E-Major. How are you doing this evening?
I'm doing well. How are you
Give
doing?
us the Malugo vibes. Come on, come on.
That's how we do it, man.
All right, so you're based in the United States and your music is a mix of Afrofusion and high life. So
That's
who
correct.
is your audience? Who are you making your music for?
Everybody. That's what actually the EP is called Goose and Gander.
Okay.
So it's for everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, for all intents and purposes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Goose and Gander, tell us about it.
Goose and Gander is because I'm making music that it's acceptable for everybody. You know, it doesn't matter what genre, what age that you are, you're gonna feel you can listen to the music. You can pick something about my music and listen to it.
No matter who you are.
Exactly, and then it doesn't matter. You're not gonna find anything you're gonna censor in that.
Oh,
if
great.
you're watching the video, there's not gonna be any censorship because I want to make sure it's clean as well.
Great.
And then if you're listening to the lyrics, it's also gonna be clean. So it's Goose and Gander.
I think I like that one.
Yeah.
Can 70 years old and
Everybody,
Oh,
all
beautiful.
age, yeah, even the little babies. You know what I mean? Like, just listen
come
to
on.
them. Ooh, I like this beat. This sounds good.
now tell us, what is it like being an African artist in the diaspora?
Well, I think it's great. It feels good, especially right now that music. So-called African music is being accepted, more in the world right now. We have people like Davido, Wizkid, you have Burna Boy, everybody doing it right now.
Yes.
So it feels good, to get that honor once again that we once were refused to be given. Now we're getting the recognition. So yes, absolutely.
So it's safe to say that Davido, all of them, they've poured the cold water in advance. So now you can step on cool ground.
Absolutely, but I can say that, but I can also say it's actually it's been a long time coming.
You're right.
Because when you look at jazz music and all these music that we're looking at right now were brought to the Americas and the Caribbeans and the Europeans by the slaves that used to be in Nigeria and Ghana and all these things. So, and we never got the respect that, the recognition. So now we're getting it right.
Many years after.
Absolutely. So
Okay.
yes.
Okay. All right. So Malugo is getting you some great attention.
That's right. Yeah.
Tell us how the song came to be.
Well, the song, it's a song that Malugo, Mili Malugo, meaning, in Igbo adage, the drench of an eagle, a bird that just got caught up in the rain, right?
Come again. The drench of an eagle.
Of an eagle, because
Okay.
Ugo is a symbol of peace, prosperity, regal,
Okay.
every good thing, that every country want to use an eagle as, in their flag or as a representation, right? So now, but in Igbo language, if an eagle get caught up in the rain, it's, or every time, even if a woman
Drenched,
get
right?
drenched in the rain, like, oh, my hair, everything's on you. You feel like you're,
My makeup.
yeah, my makeup, oh, I'm all, you're shy, right?
Right.
But in this case, whatever struggle you're going through, whatever problems you find yourself into, or whoever put you down, it's going to turn out to be good. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So you get drenched and then there's a positive side to it.
It's a positive.
All right, so Malugo celebrates the Igbo culture beautifully. What aspects of the culture are you excited to share with the world?
Well, the culture, if you watch the video, you're going to see us display, the culture very, very, nicely displayed with the, our dance, you have our attires and stuff like that. But it's mainly also about the message that is passing.
Right.
That's what really it's all about,
Right.
that we're celebrating. So, yes.
All right. Let's talk about collaborations. Who is on your list for 2022?
Man, there's a lot.
All
It's kind of hard,
righty.
like all the,
We're in February already.
Yes, we are. But, right now we're just working on I'm working on some songs, some, singles that, by the time it finishes and stuff, and then we can figure out who the collaborations best fit for that. Right?
Can you mention 3 top for you that you are looking at to collaborate with before the end of this year?
Yeah,
mention 3.
Davido.
All right, Davido.
Yeah,
I really
that's
can't wait. All right, so aside collaboration, tell us what you have planned for the year 2022.
So year 2022 is basically just really getting into more in the music, trying to promote the music and the message and, the lyrics and everything about what I'm trying to achieve with music, first of all, right?
Okay.
And the collaborations, because it's, again, it's exciting, to work with these people that, I've always, kind of looked up to, like, man, this is it. So yeah, it's an exciting, to just, get
Push
to
your
work
music
with them.
and work with them.
Yeah.
All right, beautiful. So how long have you been away?
No, I've been here. I just, I go.
You go and come, go.
Yeah,
and
I'm an entrepreneur. So, I go out there. I live in America. I live here. I just go check on my business, make sure everything is going great.
So it's safe to say that the system has not left your body?
No, I'm an Igbo man.
Okay.
No doubt about that.
In that case, say something in Igbo to our audience.
Okay.
Wait. Oh, what you're saying? Say, translate them. So start again.
What do you want me to say? I said.
Say something in Igbo to this.
I just said that.
And then translate it to English.
Okay. Ndivine ekenemunu. Biko jekun gegum. Ogadimanobi. I said, my people, I greet you guys. Please go and listen to my music, and it's gonna make me feel good in my heart.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
Yeah.
So aside Malugo, which other song of this EP are you expecting to do as good as that one? I mean, on TikTok.
On TikTok. Yeah, I mean, all the songs, please listen to the songs, the whole EP. We have, Padi. The video is actually coming out this March. We got the video of Padi coming out.
Okay.
We have Diamond. Diamond's a very good love song. Saying, I
love songs.
I go put diamond rings on your finger. It's a really good song. We have a song for fathers, Papa, that's also on it. You know what I mean? So that's why I said it's for everybody.
Just saying in advance, in case you need a video vixen anytime, especially that part, that diamond ring part.
Yeah.
I'm available for you.
Come on, let's do it.
All right. So thank you so much for coming on Ecentral. We look forward to all of your works. And in case you have any concert coming up, aside me being your video as a vixen, any concert coming up, just hit us up. And we'll be right there. Thank you, E-Major. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. It was such an interest, especially the Igbo parts. All right, guys, I'll see you again on Wednesday. Thanks for joining us. Bye.